I am such an idiot. I recorded for a half hour and did not have my mic on. So hello everybody, I'm Cheeks, and I was going to start with good news and bad news, but that would be part of the bad news. Holy crap. So now I have to say everything all over again. So why don't we start at the beginning. Hello everyone, I'm Cheeks. Sorry for the huge 2-month delay. I have some good news and bad news. You've already heard part of the bad news, but another part of the bad news is my hair got too long, and with the roots how they were, I could not re-dye my hair because we already damaged it the first time dyeing. So I had to cut it all off, and now I have hat hair. And oh my gosh, it's so messy. It looks so much nicer earlier. But yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with having boyishly short hair, but I mean, that's not really a problem for me. I usually like it this short anyway. But, I mean, whatever. When it grows out some more, I'm going to definitely dye it again because I miss having pink hair and it's jarring looking in the mirror and not having a big pink poof on my head. So for now, I'm just gonna go back to my little beanie because I rock this beanie anyway. So again, I want to apologize for the huge 2-month delay in videos and just utter silence from me from YouTube. I've still been lurking and kept keeping up with the people I'm subscribed to, but I haven't really been active on my part. But in the end, that's all excuses on my part, and basically just me being a huge idiot. A huge reason for not being active on YouTube is I have all of the Undertale videos, the rest of my Pacifist run, completely edited and ready for upload. I just don't have the thumbnails for them because I procrastinated and just did not do them and could not get guest art for them fast enough. And honestly, again, that's just a huge excuse on my part for being a huge idiot and just not keeping up with it. But also another big part of that was I hit a really low point in my depression, and it was not a fun time. Overall, I just could not bring myself to work on the Undertale videos, and the more I did not do them, the more daunting it was on me, and I just did not want to even touch it. I wanted to pretend it wasn't even there and that it wasn't even a problem, but that just made it worse. But now, 2 months later, I have finally gotten help for my depression. At first, I was trying to seek out other YouTubers and see if they had any advice to help me keep going even through my depression and just keep uploading videos and stuff. Didn't really get much feedback on that and not much help from that. But I realized I wasn't really looking for the right help by doing that. So I've actually finally seen a doctor with the help of my sister and my dad, and I was put on 2 new medications. I was put on Vyvanse and Lexapro. The Vyvanse is for my ADD. I've been unmedicated for my ADD since high school because most of the ADD medicines I was put on, they would pretty much kill my creative flow, where I did not want to draw or do anything creative at all. I just would be focused on any paperwork put in front of me, and then that was it. I mean, it got me through high school, but it was not that useful when it went to college for art. So I just completely stopped taking it and learned to live with my ADD and cope with it for the past 4 years. But now it's starting to get to the point where even as a self-employed artist, that's not really working out so well for me. And the Lexapro is for my depression. I did try taking other antidepressants. That only lasted 6 months before it started giving me bad anxiety. And I just want to say, it's been about a month since I've been on these medications, and the difference is just mind-blowing. I have not, the depression and the ADD and the anxiety, I hardly even recognize it anymore unless there's like that one thing that like kind of triggers it a little bit with the anxiety, but that's just like, oh, someone calls me and I don't know who it is and I'm like, but I mean that's a natural thing, it's a natural reaction, to me at least. And honestly, the intrusive thoughts, the depression, the loneliness, things like that, has basically just been kind of replaced with straight up boredom. And then I actually get up and try and do something about that. I actually be like, okay, well, I'm sitting here bored, don't really feel like doing anything. All right, well, let's try something that actually catches my attention. And so that's good. I'm being productive, and I'm actually finding things to entertain myself when I'm alone. And I think that's a really good thing, especially considering my living situation right now. So overall, things are looking up. I have medications to help me function better, and I am no longer a sad sack cheeks that lays in bed all day. Hopefully now the only times I actually cry is of happiness and from being moved by video games and movies. I'm a very sappy person, and you'll find that apparent in the next few videos that are going to be uploaded. Again, like I said, I have nine new videos for Undertale ready for upload. I just need to kick ass on the YouTube thumbnails to get them out to you. So those will be coming really, really soon. I don't think I'll be uploading them twice a day like I was before, mainly because I also plan to do my genocide run. And for my genocide run, I'm not going to do an individual thumbnail for every single one because I overestimated my patience for being able to do that and underestimated how overwhelming it would be for me to keep up with it, which is part of the reason why I went quiet for 2 months on my videos. So the rest of the Pacifist run will be drawn out for a while, so I have time to get in the new genocide run recordings and edit everything and get everything ready for once the Pacifist run is over. That way I can keep videos circulating and keep them going out and actually not run out of them, hopefully. We'll see. I've been thinking about having possible guests appear on my channel, and we could play video games together and stuff like that, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm not going to say what I have planned yet because it's not for sure, it's not for certain, but hopefully I'll be able to get some of my friends away from their busy schedules to come over and hang out for a little bit, and then we can record some videos together, and it'd be a super fun times, yeah. Going back to my depression episodes and stuff, I was trying to come up with ways to try and get myself out of it in the meantime before I got to see the doctor and everything. And I finally got to touch on a hobby I've been wanting to get into for 3 years. A lot of you may know I've been a long-time collector of bones and fur. Not anything out of like, oh, I hate animals and stuff like that. I actually love them so much, and that's why I collect them. Because it's like something about the preservation of beauty after death and things like that, and respect out of the animals and wanting to learn from them. And honestly, I've learned so much about anatomy, and it's helped me a lot with my art, looking at and studying these parts of like fur and bones and stuff, a couple skulls I have. And it's called vulture culture, for those of you who don't know. For a long time I've been wanting to get into taxidermy and leatherwork myself, because it seems like a lot of fun to me, and I was actually like really into like the dissection of like the frogs in science class and stuff. The one time I did it, I was like, wow, I'm actually pretty good at this. My partner actually commented on it. It was like, hey, do you want to do this when you grow up? I'm like, I don't know. This is pretty fun, though. And little did I know, I actually do enjoy it, and I actually do want to do it. I did do a taxidermy live stream once, and that was my first time actually doing it start to finish and making my own mount. You also may know I have a lot of pet mice. Well, those mice happen to pass away after a really short amount of time, especially due to illness and injury and things. I don't think I've had a mouse live more than 2 years, which is about the average usually, but I mean, they're also prone to illness, especially if they're bought from the pet store. A lot of mine were from breeders, but there's still things with cancer and things like that. But I'm getting off track. Point is, I have a lot of mice in my freezer because they died around the time of winter where it's too cold to go bury them immediately. So I actually took one and mounted it, and this is my first taxidermy mount. And I think it's really good for my first time. I don't know about you, but I am super proud of this. This is Checkers, and she holds my hope that the others will be able to be preserved just as beautifully, if not better. I hope better, because there were some mishaps with her. But I'm super proud of her and how she came out, and I think I did a really good job for my first time. So it makes me super pumped for doing these in the future. And at first I was a bit apprehensive about holding taxidermy live streams because I wasn't sure if many people would come because of the very nature of it. I know a lot of people are squeamish and don't like those things. But there was a surprising turnout for the people that did come to that first stream, and were actually interested in saying how much they loved the fact that I did this and had a lot of fun experiencing it with me. So taxidermy live streams might be a more regular thing. I do have a live stream account set up for that, but I will be advertising that on my art blog whenever I do it, which probably won't be too often because right now it's freaking cold in Michigan and I work out in the garage to do this. But with taxidermy supplies and mouse supplies for my living mice upstairs in my room, it costs money. I have had to put my Patreon on hiatus because I was working on my Ask blogs for the most part, and that's what I had my Patreon up for, to help support it, because I figured I have a big enough story and a lot of Ask blogs I'm working on, all this free content, I might as well, I don't know, have some support for it, because I'm doing so much work, and, like, what do I get out of it other than the experience? I know that sounds a little selfish, but as an artist, I need support, especially because I don't have a job. But with the things I was producing for my Ask blogs, I couldn't really put them on my Patreon. So things didn't really work out for that. So I put it on hiatus for now. Don't worry, if you're already subscribed to my Patreon, I've turned off the monthly subscription payment, so nobody will be charged as long as I don't upload anything yet. So for now, I'm saving my Patreon account for when I actually do have a bigger project. I can actually upload more concept work and sketches and things like that for it. One of the things I was thinking about using my Patreon for was possibly some video games I have planned for the future. Nothing definite yet, don't get your hopes up, but just I want to get RPG Maker and possibly fiddle around with a few things. So maybe look forward to that. I don't know how soon, but it's definitely something I have on my to-do list eventually. Hopefully before the year ends. I definitely want to dabble more in animation, because for now all I can really do is like little GIFs and stuff, like the little head wobble things you see in the corners here. And so I do want to save up for Toon Boom eventually. So I'm trying to save up money right now, just for overall things, to help make my content better. Speaking of animation, I do have After Effects, and I do plan on possibly using it for editing my videos in the future. Because recently I've only been using Windows Movie Maker because I'm like way too lazy to even try and fiddle around with a new software or whatever. And it was just, oh, okay, slap some edits together, there you go, it's done. But I do want to make my videos better, and I do want to improve the content that I'm producing. So I guess you can count my first couple Pacifist runs as like a demo run for myself, I don't know. So trial run, whatever you want to call it. It's basically just me trying to get a feel for the environment that I'm getting myself into. And now I want to try and make it better. But do that again, I need money. So I am taking commissions, and if you want, right now I'm taking them for the little wobble heads right now. Currently they don't wobble unless you pay extra, but I haven't decided how much extra yet. So for the time being, they're only going to be static images. But mind you, they go fast. I only have 5 slots available at a time, and they do fill up really fast, so if you want them, gotta be first. But if you're not interested in the little Pokemon Shuffle heads, I do take other commissions that are like, I don't know, sketches and flats and paintings and pixel art, whatever you want. I'll put those in the description below too. If you want to have something of my art that you can actually tangibly touch and have in your hands, then why don't you visit my Redbubble store, Gold Mouse. I have a bunch of designs there. You can buy shirts and coffee mugs and phone cases, what have you, and maybe consider buying this design right here. This is my most popular design I've uploaded. It's even on the front page of Redbubble, and especially if you search up Sphinx. I think it's on the front page in general, I don't know, but my friends have even seen it in advertisements for Redbubble's page in general, so go check that out. There's also a dark version and some dog versions, and I will also upload new cat breeds and new dog breeds in the future, maybe even more animals. If there's a specific animal you want to see in the style, let me know in the comments below, or contact me on Twitter or Tumblr or wherever. Just let me know if you would like to see more animals and what animals you want to see in that style. And it's all available on Redbubble, and you can have it for yourself and have it in your hands, and it would be beautiful, yes. And another way you can help support me as an artist, especially now that my Patreon has been put on hiatus, is maybe a monthly subscription to my Picarto page for only $5 a month. I do live stream on Picarto multiple times per week for most hours of the day. I pretty much spend so much time working on art for that. Most of the time it's for my Ask blogs, but I am seen working on commissions and print designs and other things on my Picarto page. And I multi-stream often, so you can not only see me work on art, but a bunch of my awesome friends working on art too, and I think that's a really exciting way to expand audiences among multiple artists at the same time, get to meet plenty of new people in the comments or in the chat, and you don't have to subscribe to watch it, but it would help me immensely as an artist to show your support if you did subscribe. But again, I'm not saying it's mandatory, but it would help a lot. So as a recap, I stream multiple times per week, so don't forget to check those out. I will put that in the description below. I have a Redbubble page in the description below if you want to help support me as an artist again and buy some cool shit with my things on it. Something I didn't mention, I am going to conventions and selling art at Artist Alley tables. If you want to see me, I will be at MatsuriCon, and I will be selling my art at a table with my good friend Allison, and a couple of my other friends who will have their own table too, and we will be Studio Eyebrows at that table. I'm going to try and get a table for Midwest Media Expo. No promises on that, but I'm going to try. And hopefully I'll have a table with my friend Ronnie, if not someone else, I don't know. But I'm going to aim for it. If you're interested in commissions for my art, I have my art blog that you can contact me to, or basically any of my Ask blogs or whatever. You can just IM me or email me, whatever, and we can work out the details then. And hopefully I'll have slots open, we'll see. Possible more taxidermy streams once it warms up a little bit, because it's cold as fuck in my work spot and I cannot work when it's super cold because I'm finally medicated, so hopefully that will mean better productivity and organization and stuff. The only organization I have right now is commissions on every Saturday, but even then, sometimes on Tuesdays I'm just like, let's just get all commissions done today. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get a schedule down and actually get videos out more productively. 9 more Undertale videos until my genocide run, and I will get those out to you, I promise. And with all this art I've been doing, I've possibly been developing carpal tunnel and tendonitis, or early signs of it, in my right hand, so I've been learning to draw with my left hand. And I even dedicated an entire Ask blog, separate from all the rest of my Ask blog stories, to just doing left-hand art. So, and at this point I've pretty much become ambidextrous, where I can't even tell which art I've done left or right-handed. So if you want to check out my left-hand blog, that's in the description too. And I'm even offering discount commissions that are done only left-handed, if you're interested in that. With all the money I'm trying to save up through my art career, hopefully I can save up for a better webcam, more games to upload more content for, even recording equipment to start recording Wii U and DS games. I really hope I can get that out, because I have so many games I would love to record for you guys. They're just kind of sitting there because I don't have anything to record it with. Hopefully I can use After Effects to spice up my videos, because Movie Maker is so limited. And recently, with all the hype from Pokemon Sun and Moon, I've got so much energy right now and I just want to get everything done. So I'm going to end the video here and go work on those thumbnails and get everything out to you guys. So if you want to catch my activity while not active on YouTube, go ahead and follow my art blog or my Ask blog, or both, whatever you prefer. I'll be posting whenever I stream and posting a lot of my new artworks for there. So on that note, I have a lot to do on my plate, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!